Graphics that hit hard, keeping the spirit alive. And not just making bags, they're building a scene. Live streaming the action, the best you've ever seen. Got the heart of veterans, the grit of the fight, working for the sport and making it right. From sunrise to the late night grind, they're taking cornhole higher, never falling behind. With a toss and a spin, they're changing the game. Been playing for honor, now for fortune or fame. CBC, they're the kings of the board, with the rolling, the carbon, and the predator roar. Faith family, four baggers in the sky. If you want to win, you better toss them high. Corn slingers back up, I need the best hands down to take it over cornhole, bringing that crown. From the backyards to the tournaments live, CBC's got the fire to help you survive. They got the bags that you can trust. With a crew that's built on faith, you know it's a must. CBC, they're the kings of the board, with the rolling, the carbon, and the predator roar. Faith family, four baggers in the sky. If you want to win, you better toss them high. Corn slingers back up, I need the best hands down to take it over cornhole, bringing that crown. From the backyards to the tournaments live, CBC's got the fire to help you survive. Faith family, four baggers, let it roll. Corn slingers forever, they're on a rock and roll stroll. Yeah, the CBC, the best in the game, slinging bags, bringing fame.
Got the moment to strike, I don't hesitate. I'm feeling like winning, they spitting the venom, but I got the power, I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid, I'm in your face. Forget tomorrow, man, I'm here today. Won't settle for good, man, I'm shooting for great. And remember my name when I'm in the grave. Yeah, all in, not pretending. Hall of Fame in with the veterans. I ain't playing weak, no, I'm playing for keeps. Can't stop me, I'm a legend. I run with the crew that's making the moves. Get out of the way, we coming through. We got this, never stopping, and we won't lose. No, we can't lose. Yeah. Energy, walking on lightning, I better be running on 10. Go till it ends, you don't wanna be one of my enemies. I'm cooking, I turn up the heat and you everyone looking. They turning to see all the work that I put in, but I'm moving too fast so they losing their footing. I run with the crew that's making the moves, get out of the way, we coming through. We got this, never stopping, and we won't lose, no we can't lose.
It's 4K for you. What do you want to say?
In the ponds! In the ponds!
Welcome in, everybody. Look at your hat. Yeah, welcome everybody to CBC Down and Back Podcast. You're here with CBC analysts and owners, Dylan Ledbetter and Bill Lorman. What's going on, folks? Happy Wednesday, hump day. Hump day. Yeah, the hat is a color of invisibility.
How y'all doing, folks?
You ever seen a hatted bill?
I'm not
a billed hat.
I'm not a hat guy, but tonight,
County Line Cornhole, son.
County Line Cornhole,
We
right
appreciate
there.
Tracy Barnes, County Line crew, hooked us up with some hats.
Heck yeah, man. The green though, the green screen, man. What do? I'm missing half of my head.
Yeah.
Jerry Stallions, what up, big
Should I
dog?
join the
How y'all doing?
party?
Oh man, let me pull this down a little bit.
All right, now I got my half head hat on.
There. Hold on, is that it?
That's better.
That's a little bit better. I'm wearing the Buffalo
Why is
Brawlers.
everything you're wearing.
Buffalo Brawlers
True.
jersey today. This is for Miss Lynn and Jay Longwell. She was a pro, and he was a pro on the Brawlers. That was the
MLC?
MLC, Major League Cornhole,
Major
back in the
League
day.
Cornhole.
Wearing it to support them a little bit, going through a rough time. Sending them some prayers anyway.
Absolutely. But yeah, folks, tonight we got the winner circle going on. We're going to recap Tupelo Major, which was a freaking blast. Thank you to everybody
That was
that
awesome.
came by the booth, that showed us support. I mean, it was high energy in there. Tupelo was a freaking blast. Somehow we got out of there before midnight, which is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we've ever been out of Tupelo before midnight. Hey, Tracy, I got my hat on now, too. Look. You see? It's got the family right here. I
Yeah.
like that little touch right
Flame.
there. We saw some great throwing, had some great finishes from some CBC players. Got to see Josh Holland do his thing, which we'll
Yeah.
talk about all that. And then also tonight, we are going to do our top 5 power rankings for singles and doubles in the ACO as they lie in what I'm calling the first quarter of the season.
I like it. I like it. It's very tough to pick 5 in doubles and singles for the first quarter. I think we're going to be able to get it done, although it's going to be tough.
Yeah, we might need some help from the chat. You know, we've got
Yeah.
some names written down, but we're seeing something different this year, especially. We'll get into it, but with doubles, it's a little different than previous years, at least
Right.
in my opinion,
Right.
from what I've seen. But let's get started with the winner circle here. Everybody who took a podium with CBC bags, well, probably not everybody. We were out of town for like 3.5 days, so that usually puts a damper on CBC AI picking up the winners.
Before the winner circle, I just want to say thank you very much, Justine. It's here. It's going to be drank on stream. I got some Blanton single barrel bourbon here, little
That's a
gift.
cool little thing right
And then
there.
I also want to say thank you to David Penny Jones, which is what I got in the glass right now. One of the coveted bottles of Blackberry Crown.
Is that coveted?
I think so. It was for a little while anyway.
And of course, the hats were another gift we
And the hats.
received in Tupelo from the Barnes crew.
Absolutely love it. Thank you guys
Kinda like
very,
Cornhole.
very much. Yeah, I know, Daryl. It's because it's green, dude. What do you want me to do? You want me to wear it like this? How about that?
Oh, that looks cool, Bill. You look
Is that-
great.
Is that good?
You look great. Oh, Bryce Jefferson.
Yeah, let me get the Hefe going on.
There you go.
All right. Winner circle. Let's go.
Who we got?
Whoa. Here we
That
go.
was quick.
First one, Wayne Rao, Maggie Geiger holding up the banner that they just got. Not sure who their partner, or excuse me, not partner. This was obviously singles. Wayne taking first, Maggie taking third, and then an unnamed somebody. Looks like he was throwing Phoenixes there, taking a second
very
place.
tall man.
Yeah, very tall, man.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was oh my gosh, Paper Baggers country right there.
Yep.
With I'm guessing that's Rodney's banner. I was thinking.
Yeah, 100%. Congratulations, guys, taking it down for
Yeah.
first, second, and third. We absolutely love to see it. Most likely was in Wisconsin somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it.
Congrats. Next one here, Shannon taking it down. Let's go.
Dude, Shannon's a beast with those new elixirs.
I don't know if this is co-ed or not.
No, I think it was doubles, like or a blind draw, a blind draw.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Shannon. That's what I'm talking about. It was great to see you in Tupelo, man. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun in
Shannon's
Tupelo.
the best.
Congratulations.
She won knockout. Yeah, she
She's,
also won knockout.
she's holding up her
That's
fist.
the knockout.
I didn't know.
thing.
I didn't know. My
That's
fault.
what they do. You get it?
Yeah,
Okay.
she probably made more money in knockout than she did the tournament, too.
She may have. She may have. That's 100%. Shannon getting it done. Let's go, Shannon.
I love it. I love it.
Bill, who is this? I've never seen this jersey. I've never seen this background. Oh, this is Eric Hoppenjans. This is Kayla's dad, Bill. Time
Really?
out. Keith Winninger is his name. Yes. I pulled this straight out of my head. Keith Winninger right there. And this is ICL Cornhole, Bill. Illinois Cornhole League.
Oh,
Or
freaking
maybe
awesome.
Indiana Cornhole League. I don't know
Dude,
now.
bags breaking in everywhere. Absolutely love it.
Getting it done with the
Congratulations,
Ronins.
Keith. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Yes. Freaking heck yeah, man.
Michael Ross, dude. That's our dude right there on the left. He's got the hat. He's got the bags. That thing that's inside of the hole wherever they play over there all the time.
If
I
Zach
think that's
Kier
in
is here
Corinth.
right now, he's going to be pissed.
Oh, those are the Zach Kier specials right
Yeah, they are. They are. Congratulations, big dog. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Beautiful hat, beautiful bags, man. Holding up that number one. Love to see it.
there. That's our dude.
Bill Jackson,
dude.
always in here. You're a staple on the stream now. I mean, I could say that this was last week's picture from him. Looks the exact same smile, same number one up.
Maybe.
Killing it, bro. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Congrats, man.
Brock was in here last week too, wasn't he? Brock took 4th place at Tupelo Major. That's why this is in here. Good job, Brock.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Brock tearing it up. Bill Jackson again. Dude, really? Wait, these are not last week's.
I don't know what's going on, Bill.
I changed it.
Okay.
I promise you I
It's
changed
alright.
it. Bill, yeah, I did. Did I? Yes,
Maybe
I
the
did.
same photos got in here. I don't know, Bill.
I did. Congratulations. We see you guys too much now. Jesus. Yeah, it is. It is the new one. Okay,
El
all
Jefe.
right. All right, we're moving on. El Jefe right there, dude. Taking a second place, not in bracket. He took first in bracket, which means it should show up as a number one on his deal, right? Or no?
He'll get a second overall, but 54 points.
54 points.
Yeah.
Bryce, you threw the best I've seen you throw in a bit. I shouldn't even say that. You threw like you throw at Griffith, right? Comfortable.
He throws how when he's showing his best, we saw that. It was on display when he's his best. Composed, tactical, technical. Bryce was throwing really good. Really good this weekend.
The crazy thing is about this is that Bryce, when I see him throw, he usually throws about a 5.5, maybe 4.5 speed bag, maybe between 4.5 and 5.5. Those bags were probably a 3.2 or something that day
they're
throwing
slow.
him. I mean, he was hucking those bags down the board. Funny thing is, he always messages, he always shows, hey, I was PPR leader here, but I lost. Came out 7th in the bracket, 13th in the whatever it is. Being a PPR lead, this one he was not PPR lead whatsoever. I think he averaged an 8.7 or an 8.8
or something like that,
something
yeah.
like that with a DPR of 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 1, which just goes to show, man, you're playing a dirty style, dude. You
his
could score
best-
some points.
His best major finish of all time.
Best major finish of all time.
Yeah.
Only losing 2 times, and it was to Josh Holland both times.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Beat everybody else. Got a lot of monkeys off his back, too. Drew Waking,
Craig Irvin.
Seabass, Caleb Rogers.
Yeah. I mean, Bryce.
Got a lot of
was
monkeys off his
throwing
back. Bryce,
very good.
look for Bryce in the end half of the season, man. I'm very excited, Bryce. Congratulations, big dog.
Tristan Jones right there and
Yeah.
Tom Tapman.
I've seen Tom Tatman numerous times before. He was
Yeah.
at our full regional, wasn't he?
He was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Throwing
yeah,
Very
he
good.
throws
Those
good,
are the
yeah.
custom Tristan Jones bags right there. Are those Predators or Ronins, Bill?
I believe they're Ronins.
Probably, but I feel like we did Predators for him in that design.
I think I see an R right there.
You might be right.
So, congrats, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Aiden and
Tad.
Tad. Yes, Tad, man. I
Yeah.
love playing with Tad, man. Some of our local guys here throwing the carbons, man. Those are old ones, too. Very, very old
Yeah, whose
carbons.
bags are those?
Most likely Tad's. No, probably Aiden's.
No idea.
I don't know. Congrats,
Congratulations.
guys. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go. Where's Garrett Chandler and Todd Choate? All weekend in Tupelo, they gave me crap for missing them 2 times on finishes when they don't even send us our picks. CBC AI bot didn't pick it up, probably because they didn't have Cornslinger's gear on through the picks. Now they do. It picked it up. We're here. They got a second place. Congrats, big dog.
Yeah, in doubles. And I think Garrett actually won a singles regional Monday. But the pictures were uploaded like an hour or 2 ago, Bill, so they did not get it in here.
Oh,
I saw them, but they'll be in here next week.
Hey, Ron, I just want to let you know I drove by your house 2 times last week. I was about to stop at your house, man. I have a banner for you. I just didn't, I didn't know if it was okay. I didn't want to show up unannounced.
I'm sure you could show up unannounced at Ron's anytime.
I don't know. If he doesn't have 4 roses, I ain't showing up anyway.
There you go.
All right. Congrats, boys. Garrett, it was fun playing with you in the blind draw. I threw an 8-3. He threw an 8-3.
Perfect blind draw partners.
Yeah, 1 and 2 or 2 and 2 or something like that.
I went 0 and 2.
Yeah, you ain't like this.
That's our dude Newcomb right there on the left. I forget the name. I can't remember, Bill. I can't pull this one out. I already got my one time.
You did get your one time.
I can look it up maybe.
Those are Ronins?
Oh yeah, those are the graffiti Ronins.
Oh, we only made 1 set of those. Those are clean.
Is that here?
Yeah, Zach. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You're great for business.
Oh.
Always have 4 roses. Stop anytime, dude. It was gonna be Sunday
I told you.
at about 11 a.m. It was gonna be if I was gonna stop. I just we saw it. I waved, saw Skyway lanes and everything.
Cassie
Okay.
Newcomb.
All right.
I just didn't want to get the name wrong.
All right. I love it. Let's see. Next, we have J. Cole.
John Clay Coleman.
John Clay.
He was
John
the
Clay
walker
Coleman.
and
J.
took
Cole.
third.
Walker and took third.
I can't wait to draw the Walker again someday, man. I'm gonna smoke everybody.
I've gotten the Walker. I've smoked everybody
Did
except
you
Bryce.
win?
No, Bryce at the end. He was teamed up with somebody good too.
Yeah, it's like that sometimes.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, Robert and Cassie, Tracy
yeah.
saying there. Yep. Congrats, Coleman. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Can't wait to see you Friday, big dog.
Hat, shirt, bags, all looking good.
Old man Randy was back and I wasn't there. Old man Randy, where is that a new shirt?
That does look like it might be.
No.
Is that the purple one?
Nope, it's sweater weather out. That's a long sleeve. He hasn't worn that one in a year.
It's
That's
the
why
gray
the color's
the
back.
dark gray
yeah,
long
yeah.
sleeve. Yeah.
Never mind, Randy. Beautiful shirt.
Cool Daddy.
And Cool Daddy.
Dude, they didn't throw the Preds, Bill.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen Cool Daddy not throw the Preds? But his Preds, they're slopped out, son.
They are, yeah.
They're like a year and a half old.
Yeah.
Even the
crazy.
second set. Even the second, I don't know what he does to those things.
He
He
walked
loves
them
them though.
15
He loves
times.
them, and he throws the heck out of them.
Yeah, he does. I love teaming up with him. I really do. He's a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, Cool Daddy's the best.
Doesn't care. Always happy. Unless he's on the sauce a little too much.
He seems good with me most of the time.
That's because you throw good.
Okay, whatever that means.
All right. That is it. That is going to do it for the winner's circle. I don't think the AI bot picked up everybody, but that's okay. That's what we got right now for it. I think we're missing Bryce on a second place podium for juniors.
Did we get a picture for that?
Well, we didn't personally do it, but you would think that the ACO would do it.
Only winners.
Only winners? Okay.
Only winners.
Well,
Yep.
we did have a bunch more winners, but that's what we got today, folks. Here we go into picks. Yeah?
We're gonna recap Tupelo, and then we'll talk about the upcoming majors this weekend. Who's gonna be there? I don't know if we're gonna make picks for it.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, here we go, folks. This is the CBC Family Picks. So most weeks, especially the big majors, we bring in a guest to make picks against us. If they beat us, they get a free t-shirt. So far, one person has beat us, Mr. Chris Norris. All right, and I give him full credit.
Yeah.
He won. He beat us. It was me versus him. I didn't make a passion pick. He did. His passion pick won the whole tournament. So I really couldn't have beat him no matter what. So we conceded, right? And we sent him a t-shirt and a set of bags.
Pretty
which
much
he
what Dylan
donated
is trying to say
St.
is that
Joe's.
he got very lucky. Pretty
Chris?
much. Yeah.
He played well. But yeah, I mean, his passion pick won. So even if I would have made a passion pick, I couldn't have beat him. So I have to just give him credit. I have to give him credit. He beat me that week.
He got it.
All right, but how it works, we make picks for each division for the upcoming majors. Like I said, we're kind of picking and choosing some as we go, working on new segments. Like this week, we'll do power rankings, and we'll do a deep dive into that. But last week, we had Kelsey and Tupelo. This is how it breaks down. Your player will take a first through whatever the bracket size is. You got to take a top 10 if you want points in CBC, but the point breakdown goes as such. First place, 10 points. Second place, 9 points. Third place, 8 points. Fourth place, 7 points. Fifth place, 5 points. Seventh place, 3 points. Ninth place, 1 point. After that, You don't get anything. Got to take a top 10. Here we go.
That was the sloppiest I ever heard you say.
Yeah, dude, it was getting rough. In between 4th and 5th, I need a better transition. But this is how it shook down. Bill won. Bill won.
2 in a row, baby. 2 in a row.
Bill had 48 points. Kelsey had 39 points. And I had an absolutely horrendous 26 points. The worst showing I may have ever had in my life on a CBC Family Picks.
Folks, I am 2 in a row overall winner, plus I have the privilege of being in the top spot. I have been number 1 in points. Nobody's beaten that yet. I believe it was 62.
We don't know that.
62.
This season. I think
No,
it's 60.
it's overall.
It's 60.
Since it's been tracked.
I'll give you this season. I don't know about last season.
Since it's been tracked, I am the
Because I'm
highest.
sure Phil had one last year where he had the hurts and everything.
We started tracking last week.
Oh,
so
okay.
since it's been
Okay.
tracked, okay? Just give me this.
Okay.
All right?
Write down record is 60.
Anyway, Kelsey, sorry you got wrecked. I don't know what to say. I beat you. No free T-shirt. No free chicken. Yan yon. Maybe we'll catch you again at the end of the season. I don't know.
Yeah, we had fun making picks with Kelsey. She knows what she's talking
I
about.
know, I'm just
She
joking.
does her homework, right? She had it written down, brackets worked out. She does it. She's the real deal when it comes to ACO analyst type stuff.
She was close, yeah.
If she needed a job and CBC was hiring analysts, we may reach out.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I think for Worlds, we are going to reach out to Kelsey.
I would, yeah, that could work very
Worlds
well.
is probably the easiest pick. I'm not going to say the easiest. It's very tough to pick Worlds because there's so many people, but it's the easiest because there are no more tournaments. All points are in.
Yeah.
You can draw the bracket out and find out who's playing who.
Yeah, me and Kelsey actually did that last year. Kelsey mainly.
Yeah, Kelsey mainly.
But I helped.
You just looked at it.
No, I helped.
Yeah, I didn't have that info last year.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. All right. Bill had Kelsey for women's. She completed the double dip on my pick, Miss Kim Jackson, which those games were fireworks, man. And Kelsey and Kim, arguably definitely 2 of the best women in that division. You put them up there with Kennedy, Maggie, McKenna, Josephina, Martina. Gosh, there's
Why are
bangers
there so
in
many
there, dude.
us?
There are a lot of us, but they're studs. So we knew them being at this major together that it was going to be bangers, and Kelsey made her way back up to Kim, got the double dip. Kelsey picks Kennedy Meineke, and Kennedy had a 5th place, which I think might have been one of her worst finishes, but in this field, I think there was like 48 women or something like that. So, it was loaded down out there.
The crazy thing about women's, when we're doing picks also, Kelsey she had first pick in women's. She didn't pick herself. She picked Kennedy. I had to pick Kelsey. It wasn't that I would have picked myself if I was
She was
Kelsey.
just being humble.
She's being humble.
Showing a lot of humility right there. Don't pick yourself.
If we switch those 2 spots right there and I got Kennedy and she got Kelsey,
You lose.
I'd lose.
She gets 44, you get 43.
I'd lose.
Yeah. Yep.
But
you would have had
would've
second
picked
pick.
Kim.
You would have picked
I
Kim,
would have picked Kim. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think I still would have won then.
Can't believe nobody picked Martina, and she was upset about that from what I heard through the grapevine, Bill.
Martina wasn't upset.
I
Whatever.
heard she was pissed at you.
I think more for co-ed. Although, yeah, I think
they
more
won.
for I know.
So-
Martina, you're on the freaking radar. I may be picking you for co-ed here. Just because you're local, though, does not mean it's guaranteed.
Well, okay. Moving on to seniors.
Give it to her extra points for humility. Well, then I got to take Dylan's pick.
Yeah,
and I still win.
We can't do it. We can't do it. That's not how it works. She had the opportunity. It was up to her.
All right.
Bet on yourself. That's what they say, right? Seniors, Daryl Macon, Johnny Thomas battled it out for the championship. Kind of how everybody knew it was going to happen in Tupelo. You still had bangers in there. Mick, Mark Smothers, multiple other names. Rich Jones. I'm trying to forget who took 3rd. Scott Burridge was in there.
Fergie was in there, I believe.
Fergie, of course. Willie Johns. Studs.
Yeah,
As
there's a
usual.
bunch. It was big.
But-
it's just one of the biggest, strongest majors I've seen.
It is most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Daryl takes it down. So Bill got 10 points right there. Johnny Thomas got the 9 points for Kelsey. I had Mick, and he took a 9th place. So, I mean, maybe I have a curse with Mick. Maybe because I feel like when I don't pick
I
him,
need to pick Mick
he
now?
does. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. All right. I like the Hoagie brothers, man. The Hoaxangs.
They're the best, dude. Great dudes right there. Moving on to juniors. We picked it perfect, just not in the right order. I had first pick. I took Caleb Rogers. He took 3rd place. Kelsey had next pick Chase Hollis. He won the whole thing. Bryce Jefferson takes 2nd, but it was a double dip situation. Bryce won game 1, and then game 2. I mean, Chase Hollis had one of the nastiest shots we have
I
ever
was
seen.
going to bring it up for this podcast. I was going to pull 2
we would've
shots.
had
There was
time,
2 shots that I wanted to see again. Chase Hollis, one of them, and then Bryce Jefferson had another one in singles.
Yeah.
Just disgusting. It will be on the Shot Show 100%. I may even bring it up just solo to showcase next week because that Chase Hollis shot, the bar of soap, it was one of the most beautiful bars of soap because – I mean, it got underneath the bag, lifted it up, and just threw it. This thing could have hit the freaking backdrop. It went so far, and all the other bags, 3 bags dripped in after.
Yeah, it
crazy
projectile
shot.
that thing like 2 or 3
Crazy
feet.
shot.
It was ridiculous, dude. Chase Hollis. I mean, dude, Chase is getting really, really
Yeah,
good.
Chase, if you watch this later, dude, you're on the freaking radar. I'm going to be picking you. All right, don't freaking get nervous. Don't get nervous because of that. All right, I'm going to be picking you.
All right, that was juniors. Moving on into co-ed. I mean, nobody really did well in co-ed besides Bill. Kim and Jonathan take 3rd. Great run for them. First time they've ever played together. They throw different CBC bags, but I think they went with Kim's Ronins, and they threw great. We had them on the stream. I mean, they threw really well. Jonathan, he's got an awkward bag, right? Like it's a little unorthodox.
Sometimes it has
The
good
roll
spin in
bag.
it. Yeah. The roll bag needs a little bit of. I like if it rolls, it rolls. But the flight, the look of it, the essence of the roll bag needs a little bit.
Right. And then they took 3rd place. Daryl and Sarah, I think they took like a 17th or something like that. And Kennedy and Bryce, I mean, it was even worse than that, which is surprising from them. Just struggled
Very
a little
surprising.
bit.
Yeah. Although huge field in co-ed.
Right.
So-
And congratulations to Martina and Russell. They got the win. And I believe 2nd place was Brandon Lacewell and Lisa Hill, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And Brandon Lacewell had a really good weekend all around. And
Crazy weekend.
yeah, that team, Brandon and Lisa, though, we've seen them do great things in co-ed in the past. They play well together. They throw similar bags. I mean, Airmail or Die shirt, right? Lisa's known. I mean, that's like her shirt. I don't think I've ever seen her play cornhole on a Friday not in that shirt.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if she has one of those shirts and always wears it or if she has multiple of the same shirt.
She throws good too. I don't think they ever lay up. I think I've seen her lay up once, and I was wondering about it, but it's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
All right, next here we doubles.
Terrible. Picks wise, terrible. Brock and Scotty did the. Oh no. Kelsey had the best with Seabass and Bryce. They took 5th in bracket. There were 2 brackets. Jack and Doug take 17th, I believe, and then Brock and Scotty took a 9th. So a little rough picks wise, but the story of the weekend. I mean, the Slim Reapers, Colby Baskins and Zach Dawson.
Yep.
They are some. Oh no. Oh no. That's a problem.
No. No.
You can't get it out. Oh, it's gonna all fall in there. You're gonna have to figure that out.
Folks.
You're gonna have to jimmy rig this.
What do I do? The little screw on the Blanton single barrel came out with the top that I'm supposed to pull the cork out with. It came out, so there's a cork sitting in there. What do I do? I just push it in? I think I just push it in, right? What do I do? David Penny Jones, what up, big dog? Help me out. What do I do here?
Yeah, push it in there, Bill. It'll be fine.
You push it in and then
And then you're just gonna have to pour it out.
somebody,
Here.
chat, help me. Should I try to dig
Get
it
a
out?
line corkscrew, she says.
Kim,
We
then
don't
I
have
gotta
time for
leave the
that.
stream.
Just push it in. Use the pencil side.
If I push this in and it's ruined, wine screw. No, but I don't want to go downstairs. I wanted to drink this on stream. What do I do?
Yeah, just push it in there, Bill. That's your only.
You're the only one that's saying push it in. Everybody else is saying.
He did it. I don't think it helps.
No, we're good. Look, it's in. It's going to dump slowly now.
money.
Oh my God, dude. Genius.
I mean, I don't know if it's genius. It was
Folks,
obvious.
always push it in.
All
All right.
Don't take that advice.
Let's go.
right, where were we at? Doubles. Oh, the Slim Reapers, Colby Baskins, Zach Dawson, studs. 2 for 2. They're 2 for 2 in majors.
Yes.
Ashton Watkins and Chase Hollis, they came up. I don't think they won game 1, but they had a great run. Ashton Watkins and Chase Hollis took 2nd place. I don't remember who took 3rd. I really don't remember.
Wait.
I'm talking about doubles. Colby Baskins and Zach Dawson. Their energy is legit.
They are insane. Those two. Absolutely insane. Who did take 3rd?
I don't know.
Somebody in chat, tell me who took 3rd. Who took 3rd?
I can look it up.
Ron says, call the wife. Look, dude, it worked. So I saw a hack one time, a long time ago, and it was with wine bottles about pushing the cork in if that ever happened. It works with wine bottles. Dude, it worked beautifully with this.
3rd, Wes Livingston and Zach Mitchell. That's right. Big showing for them.
Big showing, dude. They threw
There's
great.
Elena right there. Yeah, she's
They
helping
threw
us out.
great.
Yeah, Caleb and Riley took 4th. Dan DeClue and Jason Wolf. We had them on there. Big finish.
Yeah, we
for them
did.
in
Yeah,
5th place.
huge finish.
They had
for
a
us.
big fan
It
following.
was a
in the
crazy
chat.
major, man. It was a crazy major. They all threw very,
Yeah,
very
Kyle
good.
and Sean Anderson making a big run in there. Chris Day and Larry Young. Adam Alessandro and Will Thompson. I mean, it was bangers in there.
One of them that I was a little upset about, and I am going to put this out here, and it's okay. It happens. No big deal. I hope you two play again in the future. Josh Glover and DJ Long, I thought they'd do a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both studs.
What about Jacob Coleman and Drew Waking?
That too. What did they come out?
Not good.
Not good. Yeah. I
But sometimes just putting big names together, like, it doesn't mean anything.
That's
You
true.
know, I mean, just because you're good singles players, it doesn't always translate to doubles. And I mean, Zach Dawson made a good run in singles, but Colby Baskins is a non-pro. He didn't. I mean, to be honest, he didn't make a great run. Colby, I picked you for passion. What the crap is going on? But in doubles, stud.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and the
Yeah.
energy was great there. There was a point in the game.
Colby's the red-headed one. Correct?
No, that's Zach.
That's Zach. Jeez, I get them mixed up.
Okay.
Okay. All right, my bad.
But there was a point in the game where Colby was going to lay up and let the other team get to 20, pretty much. In game 1, I think it was.
Right.
And maybe it was game 2, I don't know. And they took a timeout, and that's what he was going to do. And Zach told him to throw a roll bag. Colby wasn't comfortable with it. And Zach was like, we ain't going to win if you're going to play scared. Like, that's what he told him.
I know. We heard that. Do we
And
need
that fired me up. Like, that fired, because I was like, damn. And then he throws the rollback, hits it, right? And he's fired up, right? And I'm like, yeah. And then the whole dynamic changed right then, because they were losing points. Like, Chase and Ashton were coming back. They were stomping back. And they were going to get to 20 if he laid up. He decided not to. Hits the roll bag, right? And bam. They finished the game in, like, the next 2 rounds. Like, it changed the whole
crazy.
dynamic of what was going
No,
on.
I remember. There was such good games in all of these things. It was crazy.
But it was great to see Zach Dawson and Colby Baskins. They take it down. I like that team.
I like that team a lot.
They're young.
Yeah.
They're fired up. I mean, they have that thing right now. You know, they're a fresh team. They're winning. They're taking out big names. Like, I mean, they're a team to beat right now.
They are. They build off each other there.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Singles.
Go ahead.
None of us did very well. Nobody made the top 8.
Nobody did.
Justin
Nobody
took
made the top
3rd.
8. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, over 300 players. Dustin takes a 3rd in bracket. Go ahead.
Before you say, I would say that Kelsey did make the top 8. She played this very well, saying Josh Holland is her passion pick. Right, because we all know Josh Holland. Just if you don't know Josh Holland, just Google Josh Holland cornhole. And you're going to see this guy everywhere. He was once said to be the best player in the world. I believe the best ever. I believe that was 2022. I mean, Josh Holland, absolute hog. This guy.
Josh Holland has an iconic game with Trey Birchfield that's like 40-something rounds on YouTube from 2020 or 2021.
Yeah.
I think 2021, 2022, like you're saying. If you go watch that game, it's like 40-something rounds of throwing over a 10 with some of the most disgusting airmails and push shots. And This is
and
crazy.
he's thrown
Yeah.
2 perfect games, right, to win. I believe they were both recorded on there because there's YouTube videos of him with Josh Allen throws another perfect game.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, he's a monster. I'm just saying, he's a monster. Also has a brother that's a monster too, right?
Yeah, Derek
Collins.
Collins. Yeah,
Yeah.
in the ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plays with Alan Rawls.
So what I'm saying
Alex Rawls.
is that she was very sneaky on it, but got a very, very good pick. So I would say that somebody in singles was top 8 anyway.
Yeah.
That's all.
Dustin took third in bracket. Brock took fourth, which we saw Dustin play really good until he played Josh.
Right.
And then, I mean, Josh kind of put the work on him. He fell down, and then he lost to, was it Bryce?
No, it's DJ.
DJ Long. Yes, DJ had a great showing
Dude,
for
let's
us.
go,
Yeah.
DJ.
DJ off the couch, 5th place overall. Stud.
I love how he calls him off the couch. You know why he calls him off the couch, DJ Long? I mean, there are not many people that go to these majors and DJ shows up that know. I mean, a lot of people do know him, but there are a lot of newer people that do not know who DJ is. DJ is off the couch. This guy, we talked about at the beginning of the
you
year.
don't know what off the couch means?
He,
So, like,
he
it-
doesn't play. He just
Yeah,
gets
okay,
up
okay,
and goes.
yeah,
What do you
okay.
mean? He literally
Yeah,
is off
yeah,
the couch.
yeah.
I mean, this guy. That's what I'm saying. Not many people know who he is
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't play that much. He gets up off the couch, goes to a major, smokes just about everybody, right?
Stud. Yeah, somebody told me, they're like, oh, like some dude beat me like with your bags, and I'm like, who? Like they're like,
Yeah.
took the brakes off me,
Oh, who's that?
and they're like, I don't know, this DJ Long, and I go, you don't know DJ Long?
That's
and they're
what
like,
I'm
no, I was
saying.
like, dude, he's number 4 in the world like 3 years ago, like,
Yeah.
like he's a freaking monster. Douglas didn't have the weekend he wanted to have. Like I said, Brock was off the couch pretty much 4th place. I mean, Brock hasn't been playing 4th in bracket.
That might be his only major this year.
Yeah,
We'll see
yeah.
how Worlds, bro.
Gavin, no, I think he's going to South Bend. Hopefully he's going to South
Okay,
Bend.
good.
I
That's
may
what
or
I'm
may
talking
not
about.
have like bought him a ticket the other day, so I hope he's going to South Bend. Gavin takes a 7th in bracket. Gavin having some big finishes this year. I mean, Gavin's great. Colby, like I said, he didn't have the singles finish he wanted, and I think there's something with Colby that's tough too, because he went straight from a doubles championship straight into singles pool play, and then straight into singles main.
He held up pool play. He held up the bracket
yeah.
because of double. I remember
Right.
that, and it was just like, dude. And they're all like, "Oh, well, Kobe's got to go play right after this." And
Yeah.
we're all kind of sitting there, and then they had to do the pictures right after. Like it got a little bit crazy, but yeah, exactly. You're right. He was throwing. I mean, all day. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And I think that makes it tough, you know. I mean,
Oh,
for
100%.
him to because and I was talking about this earlier with Kelsey. They're like, there's a thing with the adrenaline dump that has to happen, right? Colby goes from winning the doubles championship, right? He is on the highest high you have in cornhole in this moment, right?
Yeah.
Then he has to go to singles pool play,
No,
and
it's the highest high, but then you lose. So you're like, man, I could have blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, pool play. You know what I mean? And you're
Right.
still thinking about that game. So you're kind of, I would say it's more of on a low after that. Like
that's
right
what I'm
now.
saying. Like it's a
Oh,
dump.
okay.
You're
Yeah.
on the high, right?
Yeah.
And then you dump all that adrenaline going to play singles. You have to repurpose everything. He's likely been throwing outside arm or inside arm all night long or all day
Right.
long, right? Now he hasn't warmed up for singles besides the down and backs he's about to get, and now
Yeah.
he's straight into singles pools for 2. I mean, it's crazy,
Yeah,
and
that
that's
is
cornhole,
crazy.
and I think that's tough. For anybody, like if you're a player, like let's say Kelsey, for example, like she took 4th this weekend overall, her best finish, right?
Freaking
I
awesome.
think. Yeah, but she's beating these big names. So you go in these crazy big runs and you beat people with a great game. You're way up here. Then you're right up for another game, right? You have to dump all that adrenaline dumps again, right?
Yeah.
And you restart like your brain. And I think that
100%.
there's like, when you learn how to do that, like I think that it makes you a better player. But for a little while, you don't know how to do that. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree. It totally happened with me after I beat Demetrius Bell. After I beat Ricky Evans, that happened. After I beat, who else?
This is what happened to me when I beat the Hertz.
All right. We're moving on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We got to make some jokes here once in a while. Miggy, what up, big dog?
What up, Miggy?
Not next week, but the week after or something like that. Have a regional, man. We're ready.
Yeah, maybe we're trying to come.
We're ready to come beat you and who's he? Mike Lavelle.
Yeah, Mike's trash.
Lavelle's trash. You're good. Lavelle's trash. We're ready to come beat you guys though. Zach Dawson. Wait, whoa. What did you say? My only 2 losses in singles was DJ. He's a stud. Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You know who else?
DJ's a monster. We love DJ, man.
You know
DJ's
who only 2 losses was to DJ as well?
Who?
Brock Beasley.
Oh.
Stud, dude. DJ
they're
both murdering.
They're both crazy. Who we got? We got Tom Tapman. What up? I love the Ronins too, man.
Tom, you were on
I'm
the
glad
stream
you did,
earlier,
Doug.
brother. You made the winner's circle.
Yes, you did. You did the custom Ronins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With Tristan.
Yeah, he won in where is that place? Maple and Pine.
I'm glad you love him, brother. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Daryl said 1 Clearwater doubles and then bomb singles. Something about it. It's tough. Yeah, he's talking about that high and then coming off and trying to like rebuild on that. The only people you see do it well are the Hurts.
Yeah.
And they've just been there.
They are crazy.
They've just been there, right? I think like they're one of those people that have that thing, right? Where like they've done it so many times, like they don't let.
I know that it doesn't.
them.
Dude, they're robots, kind of.
Well, I think it's the only way you can get rid of it, right? Is by experiencing it
Doing
probably
it more
over and over and
right,
over again.
exactly.
I think it's the only way.
Yeah. That's it, 100%. Tracy Barnes, he agreed to Owensboro and Knoxville. I'm working on it. That must be Brock.
Brock, yeah.
Dude, you need to get him to agree to a bunch more.
Donnie Long in the chat. What up, Donnie? All DJ does is chase catfish tournaments. Yeah, I believe that.
1 Clearwater double.
I read that.
Okay, my bad. All DJ does is chase catfish. Yes. Oh, Donnie Long, man. I'm sorry, you already read it. Okay. But I'm just seeing this. You read too fast for me.
Good evening, Susan. What up?
Susan, what up? Good to see you. Zach Dawson, he runs bags like nobody's business, but also has shot-making ability to play dirt. Yeah, 100%, dude.
One of my new favorite
he's the
players, Zach
monster.
says. See, like Zach didn't know.
New
who he
favorite,
was.
but yeah, probably didn't know, right?
Which is awesome.
The first regional I ever played in my life, DJ was there, and it was the opening one in Brighton, Tennessee. Linda Oglesby was running.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Back there. Oh, yeah. Zach Rush and I left here at 3 a.m. to get there. You know, and we freaking got there. We played doubles. That was the first time I saw Lane Cruz. That was actually my blind draw partner. We stayed in a hotel. It was a lot of fun.
That's the first time you saw DJ play, though?
That was the first time, yeah. He had a number 4 beat Bryce. Smoke Bryce.
Yeah, he probably.
And then he put his arm around Bryce after he went like this and was walking down. But Bryce is a little bit younger. I'm sorry I did that.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Dude, come on. What up, Bobby? How you doing, man?
All right, that's gonna. I mean,
Let's move on.
Kelsey had Josh Holland for. We already went over that passion pick. We'll talk Josh Holland in a minute.
You want to go over passions or no?
Gavin took 7th. Colby didn't do very well. Josh won the whole freaking tournament.
Yeah, Josh. Hurts are coming for you in Concord.
That's what I heard.
Hurts are coming for you, dude.
We'll talk about it. Let's get into the CBC power rankings. Here we go, folks. CBC first quarter power rankings.
Okay, power rankings. Dylan, you want to give them a rundown on this?
Yeah, I can. So what a power ranking is who is the best in the business right now? You know what I mean? Who do you not want to see today? Right? And this can include stuff from the past, and I think that does make sense to add it in there, especially right now in the first quarter of the season. We haven't seen everybody play a ton, but it's who's your top 5 right now. You know what I mean? If you're going to come to it and you're going to build a list, you're going to put money down for singles and doubles here in the ACO today, everybody shows up to the tournament. Who you got? And that's what we're looking for here. Based on the data you can form from the past, and I wouldn't go too far in the past. You know what I mean? You don't want to pull somebody.
You can't go too far in the past.
Yeah, you don't want to pull somebody way out.
It's like it's who's hot, right? Who's hot right now? And I'll tell you what, I was going through the players earlier, and it's tough. It is tough for freaking power rankings right now. Absolutely tough. We're in the first quarter of the season. To come up with 5 doubles teams when people are switching around trying to find out their steady partner in this, it is very, very tough. You want to start this? Folks, I'm going to ask you for a lot of help as we go through this, and let me move up. So first, we're going to do singles. I actually get first pick for singles, although Dylan is allowed to copy me.
I don't care who you pick.
You're allowed to copy me.
That's fine. You should let me pick first.
I
don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing. I brought singles up here. I got the ACO rankings up here. Okay, I want to go through this one by one. My assumption here is that I'm going to pick Caleb Hurt for the first place. So I go to the search, look up Caleb, which is crazy. He's not top 10. Oh, my bad. He's not top 10. He's not top 20, 30, 40. He's 57th right now in the world. Is he hot today? Is that somebody that I want to pick on my power rankings? Well, I'm going to go look at his stats over here, right? I don't care about blind draw. Major world singles right here. He's been to 3 of them this year. This is probably an issue. This is probably why he's not top 10 and he's top 57. I look at world singles, which is regionals here. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 wins so far right now. Let's look at the next page just in case. Nope, this is the only page here. So I come up here. I see he's been to 3 majors. He's won all 3. Now, that's not good enough for me, though. Oh, come on. How can I see which majors? Oh, wait, right here. Buffalo Major, Atlantic City, and Spooky Nook. Buffalo, how many people?
About 100 or so, 120.
Okay, Atlantic City?
I think roughly 150 to 200.
And then Spooky Nook was 400. He got first place in all of them. I don't know how I can pick anybody else. Chat, if you know somebody better stats than this with those specific majors, I mean, they got to be big majors, right? You got to be challenged. And that's first overall. It's not just first in bracket, correct?
Right. And so that's what you want to look at right here, folks, is this 55 right here. All right, the 55 is what signifies a first place overall. This is for every single major. So you'll see some people who have a 2 in this category. We'll see one with likely Isaac here in a minute, and he'll have a 54, right? For Spooky Nook, we'll talk about specifically. That means he took second in a major with 4 brackets, okay? If he would have taken second in a major with 1 bracket, he would have a 49. And this is the way the ACO is incentivizing or almost power ranking the majors on a point scale. The 4 bracket majors, you will earn more points for finishing in the top 8 than you will at a single bracket major.
Right.
So that is where the pay might be the same. The first place finish is the same, but your 2nd through 8th is going to differ basing on the amount of split brackets there are at said major.
Now, he's won November 15th, and this was a regional singles here.
Yes.
I don't know. I got to go with Caleb, right? I mean, I don't know who's beating him right here, showing up to 3 majors and won them all. Is anybody in the ACO today beating that?
No, not stats-wise. Can he be beat? Of course. You know,
but he's 57th. I mean, we have a top 10. We have a top... there's 56 people ahead of him right now.
Yeah. I mean, we know how this works. It's just who's filling up their majors, who's filling up their regionals quickly, and that's why the rankings are not very, I'd say, true right now.
Okay.
You got this?
Dude, bro, come on. So for my power ranking, singles, first one, I'm taking Caleb.
Okay. You can put me... Oh, what happened? There you go. You can put me in for Caleb as well. I agree with everything you've said. The only argument you can make here is that Isaac Hurt beat him, right? For the world championships at Worlds, Isaac is the king of cornhole. It's Caleb's only loss in a major tournament since then. Out of the last 4 major tournaments he's played in, you have Worlds and these 3 this season. It's his only loss.
This 3 this season is what you said, though.
What are you talking about?
Well, you said, okay, so at Worlds, Isaac just whooped butt, right? I mean, the guy 95 out of 96 backs in a row, well, whatever. I mean, absolutely insane over 2 games. But you're saying that, like, Isaac is in the conversation to be that number 1 spot.
If you want to make an argument that he is the king of cornhole, he is the current world champion, it holds weight, is all I'm saying. That's all I want to say.
I don't think it holds weight. So has Isaac played a major that Caleb has not played?
No.
Okay. Who's got all the number 1s?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
That's it.
well then the argument,
arguing.
in my opinion, I'm saying if you wanted to make
there
one,
is something.
I think if it's power rankings, who's hot, who's
Yeah.
not right now today. I just don't think it's possible.
And since you picked first for that one, Bill, I'll pick first for the second place.
Go for it.
And I'm going to take Josh Holland. And I'll explain why. I think that most people, you're going to have to do Joshua. And I'll explain why. Just by looking at his majors here, it'll kind of show us what we're going to look at here. But Josh Holland just won Tupelo in a dominating fashion. I don't know how you can scroll over there.
Dude, why does this happen to me all the time?
Use that. Go down here.
There it is. Big.
I got you. Tech Guy 4. So when we look at Josh Holland's points here, that's blind draw. Those are singles. He's got 3 singles wins, right? He's 3 for 3 there in his regional wins.
Dude, he's good.
We go up to majors, and he's got a first and a second. Okay? So the second place being in Atlantic City, his loss there being to Caleb Hurt. Okay? In this tournament, he only lost to Caleb Hurt 2 times.
49, was there 2 brackets?
1 bracket.
Okay, so they can't get to 55.
Right. Yes. So 55 to 49. And then, third place in this tournament was Isaac Hurt. Josh Holland beat Isaac Hurt. This is the reason I have Josh in my 2-hole rather than Isaac.
That's solid.
It's hard to say if he's the better player because they've only played once, right? And they both lost to Caleb in the times that they played him, you know?
Yep.
But seeing what Josh did this weekend in Tupelo, knowing that Josh beat Isaac head-to-head, a 21-19 game. I mean, it's about as close as it gets, right? But from what I've seen from Josh this weekend, and then the win over Isaac, personally, them two in Atlantic City, I'm putting Josh in my number 2 hole.
Let me, I want to look up
That
Isaac.
sounds terrible. That is so
folks,
bad.
He's going to put Josh in his number 2 hole.
That is so bad.
I want to look up Isaac here.
There he is.
I don't care about major junior. I do care a little bit about it, but I want to see his major singles here. 2, 3, and 2. Atlantic City was number 3.
Yes.
Josh Holland took A.
Josh Holland took second place. Caleb Hurt took first place.
That's tough.
And Josh beat Caleb game 1 of the double dip.
That is tough.
These other
between
2
these
losses are to Caleb.
Wow. Let's look at the regional
regionals.
singles here. 1,
A 4th
2.
place is stunning because that means he lost to somebody besides Caleb. Most likely.
I know, but I don't want to sit here and agree with you the whole time, but I think
singles is cut and dry for your top 3. I mean, to be honest with you, and that's just kind of how it is.
I really do think you're right. Top 3, yeah, I'm gonna.
And you could push them in there. I mean, if anybody's got an argument for Caleb 1, Josh 2, Isaac 3, be my guest. You know, I just don't think there's a way around it as you look at the tournaments and how it sits currently.
Oh, excuse me, Josh Holland.
I think so. I mean, you could put Isaac in your number 2 slot, Bill, and I wouldn't, I'm not upset about it in any way. But when I go in and do a dive on this kind of stuff and see that Josh has the head-to-head and Josh has beat Caleb at least 1 game in a major this year and a close second game, it's just hard. It's hard not to have him in there.
I agree. So am I safe in saying that 3rd, Isaac, right?
Yeah, that's what I have.
And I'm taking it too. We may disagree on the next 2, but right now, as it stands, I 100% agree. I know regionals for a lot of people can be maxed out right now. I know those people that have maxed out regionals right now, you know, how many majors have they played so far? These guys have only played 3 majors so far with no regionals. I mean, they're not maxed at regionals right now, which is crazy. But the thing is that they're 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, top 3 in every major that they've played.
Yeah.
You have to have
Josh Holland, 2 majors. You know?
Yeah, you have to have them there. I don't know. County line cornhole there, DPJ.
Yep, County Line Cornhole, brother.
Got him at the major, big dog. Tracy Barnes hooked us up, or the Barnes family, the Barnes crew. What do we call the Barnes? I mean, it is the crew out there.
Yeah.
They hooked us up. And DPJ, I just want to show you. I already showed it on stream a couple times, dude. Got the Blackberry. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Yeah, top 3 locked in there. I'm really good with it.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's solid. When we look at 4 and 5, to only have 2 slots here, there's a lot of names.
I want to go top 10 just to look at. Let me scroll to the bottom so we can see the names perfectly, right? And then we'll go back up, right? I want to look at. I'm gonna be staying my opinion on this page, the top 50. I think I'm gonna be able to find both of them in the top 50. I know it's early in the season, so people are kind of bouncing around. Part of your decision is made off of, well, what happened last year, how were the finishes, and things like that, right? People that I want to look at right here. I want to look at Dustin Arant. I want to look at how many majors he's been to, what his finishes are. I want to look at, oh man, Ashton Watkins. Got to look at him. I want to look at Daryl Macon, right? Who are you thinking right now?
I mean, I've got a list of names and one sleeper that I might put in here. But what I'm looking at in the number 4 spot for me is who you're about to look at right now, and it's Dustin Arant. He's got 2 wins this year, a 3rd place in bracket last weekend in Tupelo, a big major, a 17th in Spooky Nook, which we know a huge major. Anything can happen. I don't know what his matchups were. Out of 4
we know
majors,
anything can happen, although Caleb and Isaac got 1st and 2nd.
They did.
Anything can happen. I mean, they tore it up. Well,
Yeah.
what do you? Not anything can happen. I mean, those two. How are those two there? You know what I mean?
They are there,
Crazy.
and there's not everybody's as consistent as those two. I mean, we're seeing Dustin with a one-off here. 75% of the time he's in the top 3. If we're to add these together, 1 + 1 + 17 + 3 is 22 divided by 4. He's about a top 5 average.
Okay.
Right? Is the things that I'm looking at here. I don't like that he has a 17th. But Dustin also finished the season very strong last year.
He
A
did.
9th
He
at
did.
Worlds, right?
He did.
Overall, won the Black Hills Major. I think he closed out the season with 1 or 2 major wins last year. I mean, it's hard not to argue Dustin. He's very good,
And
very
Branson,
consistent.
insane in Branson.
And in his bracket in Tupelo, he lost to Josh for the King seat. Josh won the whole tournament. And he comes right off of that loss into a hot DJ Long, right? And he just didn't look comfortable in the DJ Long game. I think Dustin wins that game half the time against DJ Long. And then he's in that top 8, and who knows where he finishes,
Me
right?
personally, on the inside, DJ, you the man, dude.
Oh,
you are the
of course.
freaking man, dude.
Of course. But I mean, Dustin's that guy. He's very good,
Yeah,
and he
he
could have
is,
been
he
up
is.
there. Spooky Nook, like I said, I didn't look at the bracket. I'm not sure who he lost to or what happened. It's not going to be perfect all the time, at least for most of
Okay,
these guys.
so that's in contention for 4th place, correct?
Yeah, I think you should look at the number 1 player in the world right now and look at Drew Waking and what he's been doing.
Okay.
We saw Drew with the big finish this weekend, a 3rd overall. There's the 3rd overall, a 3rd overall in Toledo, a 2nd overall in Chicago, and a 17th. I mean, this is why, how can it not be Dustin? Dustin has 1-1-3-17. Drew's got 3-2-3-17. If we're looking at just those 2 guys.
Yeah, they tied in Spooky Nook. Tupelo, a better finish, correct?
For Drew, yes.
For Drew. And then Toledo, Dustin didn't show up to, but Chicago, Dustin did show up to. Dustin got 1st. So these 2 played each other in Chicago.
Yeah.
Dustin won.
I don't know if Dustin went to Chicago. Was it Chicago for him? Did
Yeah.
he won?
Yeah,
he won
that's
Chicago?
what it was. I believe that's
I thought
what
he
it
won
was.
Lake Charles and Chicago. Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah,
So they
but
played
they
the championship.
each other, and Dustin
Yeah.
won that championship.
So you got to give the heads up to. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying these guys are my number 4 or 5, but if you're looking at them next to each other, it has to go to Dustin.
So tied for points with Dustin Arant is Ashton Watkins. And I know Ashton's been making some noise this year. He's been making some insane noise. Let's just take a look before we choose here. Okay, Ashton, how many majors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 majors. We're not going to worry about this one, but this is Spooky Nook, and it is the 25th right here, 25th place
I
in
think
that.
we should worry about that one.
Tupelo 5th.
Tupelo 5th, Chicago fourth. Fort Walton third. Lake Charles, where Dustin was at third. I mean, great player, right? We've got 4 out of 5 top 5s here. Yeah. He's playing great. Ashton's a great player. He's getting better all the time. Can I make him a power rank top 5 right now? I in my opinion, it's a no right now.
Okay.
I mean, I like the kid. I want to see him win one, right? I mean, I think that's a huge thing in being one of the greats is to win a major. El Jefe, 4 majors. Second.
4 majors.
Second overall. Third in bracket.
Third in Spooky Nook.
Yep. 7th in bracket and a 9th in bracket. He's close. He just doesn't have that thing. If we're talking top 10, it's a different conversation. Regionals, he's 2 away from being maxed out.
Playing a lot. Killing it.
Mm-hmm. And that's a factor as well. Somebody I want you to look at, Bill, is Douglas Parker.
Okay.
We know he won a major, right? I think that's a big thing.
Let me just search him up.
Yeah. I think Douglas, Mississippi, yep. I think that's a big thing here. It just depends on his other finishes.
Okay, regional singles.
All
done. Oh,
so he's maxed in
gosh.
Regionals. Jeez. And then we go up to majors, a first, a 13th, and a 17th. I can't put money on it.
No, you can't put money on it. I can't either. We know how Dougie Fresh plays, though. He's absolutely solid. Okay. So if we go back to the beginning, I agree. I believe Dustin Arant takes that number 4 slot. Correct? That's me.
I have one other argument.
Okay. I'm taking Dustin. I think as far as we've talked about, chat, what do you think? Are there any alibis right here? What do you think takes that 4 spot? I believe it's Dustin Arant so far from what we've seen in this. Kim says Drew's 2nd and 3rds are all in 4 bracket majors, so basically he won his bracket 3 times. 100%. Totally agree. Dustin just beat him in one of them.
Besides Spooky Nook, yeah.
Yeah,
he's 2nd and 3rd.
Spooky Nook was a tough one. Yeah.
Took 17th. Right.
Who else you got?
I really like Brian Higginbotham. What we're going to see out of Higgy is less tournaments, though. Right?
Yeah.
So, but what we're going to see is a first place overall in Toledo. Okay? Beat Braden Easterling. Stud. Took 3rd in the world last year. Braden Easterling, right? Higginbotham didn't lose a game in Toledo. Stud. Okay? He goes to Spooky Nook,
and
that's the 7th place overall. Correct.
50 points. Wins his bracket. This is a sleeper.
We add him up 1 plus 7, you could make it 1 plus 2 if we're talking about, this is a 2nd place bracket finish, and 8th place is equivalent to a 2nd place bracket finish, okay? He's winning. He's winning. Let's look at his regionals.
He's so every major he's been to, he's won his bracket.
And one of them he won overall.
He won overall.
And big one.
Spooky Nook winning your bracket. Insane.
Yeah, it's very, only 8 players did it out of 400.
Singles. A 5th place. First, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So he's active. He's playing November 13th, November 9th, November 1st. He's active. The stuff he shows up to, he's doing well.
So he's played 7 regionals and won 5 out of the 7. Got a 2nd in one and a 5th in the other.
Which the 5th is the first one of the season. So you got to think that could be his first time throwing CBC bags. That could be he had a layoff. And I'm not trying to give somebody outs, right? But all this is coming in.
That's solid. And what's his overall ranking right now? Number 80. Not even. This is what's tough about power ranking, folks, is that there are so many people out there, sleepers and everything like that. The brackets, not the brackets, but the rankings are kind of mixed up a little bit because a lot of people play a lot more stuff earlier on in the season, and some just kind of wait.
Yeah. All right. Bill, I'm going to take Brian Higginbotham as my number 4.
As your number 4?
Yeah. I've got faith in him.
It is solid. This is where I am going to... I will switch up with you. I'll call Dustin Arant. But I agree. I have faith in the guy, too. Brian Higgy.
Bingo.
Done. I am going to take Arant.
You're going to eliminate Isaac Hurt? You're
I mean,
right.
you don't have to make fun of me.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, you were in my
that's yours.
slot.
Beard. Sorry, it gets a little. It's a little tough.
Yeah, I got you. But like, this is what's gonna make the 5 slot so tough for me to fill. Because now we've got all the names we just talked about. I've got to fit in Dustin, right?
Your 5 slot depends on Drew and Dustin, in my opinion, right now. Unless the chat can come up with anybody
I want
else
you to look at
that you believe
Seabass.
singles.
I want you to look at Seabass.
Okay.
Just real quick, look at Sebastian.
$869, not bad. Blind draw, don't care about. Singles 17, 9, 3, and 5.
Yeah, I can't do it. 5th in bracket at Tupelo. No, 5th overall at Tupelo. So make sure we look at that.
Overall, so that did
Right.
win a bracket right there. Very good.
Yep. And then 3rd place, that's in bracket. It's
At
Spooky
Spooky
Nook.
Nook, though.
It's a big finish. See, but then we have the smaller majors. Legends and Lake Charles are his worst finishes. What does that tell me?
The
I
chat
don't
can't
know.
even see this. Hold up.
Oh,
What did I do to this, though? I messed it up.
yeah, I don't know what you did. You're right. We can go find it again.
I got
It's
you. I
fine,
got you.
right there.
Sorry, chat. That was my bad. We're trying to
So-
have these conversations, showing you what, kind of what we look at
Yeah.
to do this.
I
It's
mean,
not
I
just
like
willy-nilly. I
Sebastian.
like this person.
I like Sebastian. I like the way he played this weekend. He played great. 5th place overall. Spooky. I mean, I'm just not sold on it, right? But what we're seeing is he's getting better too, right? This is the start of the season, right? Better finish every time.
Okay.
In all
Yeah.
reality. But, I mean, you got to trend up a little bit higher for me. Like, you can't take over a Dustin spot or a Drew spot with these numbers right here. Even a Dougie Fresh, who's won one, is almost more in the conversation.
I honestly, okay, so there's 4 majors there, 17, 9, 3, 5. One of them huge. I think, doesn't Bryce beat him in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I mean, I would think, just in majors specifically, we're not talking about regionals. I know Bryce is killing regionals right
Most
now.
of these people are going to max out their regionals, right?
Right,
And that's
right,
just
right.
kind of the moral of the story. I want you to look at one more name, Bill. I want you to look at Kim.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Is it still Dice in here?
Yeah, it is.
It is,
Yeah.
it is.
Because
Okay.
Kim won
That's
a major.
exactly what
right?
I want. Yeah.
She won a major. Just get past women's, all the women's wins. And now we're gonna look at. I want to look at all of her finishes, right? So she's been to 8 majors. I think
Right.
the most majors out of anybody in the ACO right now, Kim. So she's got a 4th in Atlantic City, which we know who beat her there. Caleb, Isaac, and Josh Holland. So anybody else in that field can beat them, right? I mean, you're talking.
Okay.
So the top 3 power ranks, and then it's Kim, right? Medford, she takes a 5th, which I know she was disappointed with, but still a 5th. Tupelo, she takes a 9th in bracket. Buffalo, the first one of the season, which we know she was struggling a little bit with getting used to the bags, right? She was like in between 3 different sets.
Right.
Takes a 17th, a 9th, a 9th, a 9th. So she's been to 8 majors, 7 top 10s, 7 top 10s. She's a stud. Can she fit in my top 5 right now over a Dustin or a Drew? Not yet, right? But she's showing up and she's winning.
Right.
To go to 8 majors, take a top 10 in 7 of them. We just looked at Douglas Parker, who has 2 finishes outside of the top 10. It's crazy.
I'd probably put Kim in the top 5
Top 10?
if she played doubles with me at the next major.
Oh gosh, Bill.
Probably.
Gosh. Zach asked how often we're doing power rankings. Zach, I think every 3 months we'd like to do it.
Yeah, we're doing it kind of quarterly. It's this is why this one's taking so long. It's tough, man. It is tough to get when you're this early in the season for something like this. I love it. Love looking at these stats and trying to find exactly who we think is the top right now. So Dylan, what do you think?
I have to
doing for
put
number
Dustin Aran in my number 5.
Okay.
It's just, I can't argue against him. He's won 2 majors. He's got a 17th at Spooky Nook, but it was the biggest major we've seen since Owensboro last year. I mean, I know one of his losses, Kelsey said, was to Nate Stevens, right? Which, crazy we don't even talk about Nate. I'd love to look at where he's at. Nate not being in this conversation is insane. 793, and he's playing more regionals this year. A 4th and a 9th.
A 4th and a 9th, yeah.
4th at Spooky
Yeah, 4th
Nook,
overall
4th
at Spooky
overall,
Nook, though.
right,
You
one
can't-
in bracket,
Yeah.
right?
Remember,
so that's
Higgy, I
like
believe,
taking-
was the 7th there
Mhm.
overall, correct?
Right. and then a 9th at Toledo. So this 9th at Toledo is the only thing we're looking at where Nate is a hard topic to fit with this group of people right now. If he goes to the same majors as Dustin, who knows what happens, right? Yeah, he's maxed in
1,
regionals.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nate didn't even play 8 regionals last year, folks. He's already got 9 or 10. I mean, crazy. But Nate's going to South Bend next weekend, right? He's going to Owensboro. He's going to Clarksville. He's going to Knoxville. I mean, so we're going to see an active Nate Stevens. And when we come around to kind of second quarter, which I'm thinking probably end of February, once we get things like Owensboro, Knoxville, Dalton, Clarksville closed out,
100%
we can
agree.
revisit this, and this list may look a little bit different.
We will revisit it. It's going to look a lot different, I believe, in 3 months.
But right now, I mean, unfortunately, you guys know I love Nate. You guys know, I mean, he's CBC. You know what I mean? I want as many players as I can in this top 5. I got to see more.
I'm going to switch from you only because there's been more majors played. We just saw him this weekend. I think he's solid. I think he switched bags a few too many times with playing with Jacob Coleman and things like that. But I think right now Drew Waking is number 5. I
him
do.
in there. Like I said, I wish I had 2 number 5s here because I'd like to be able to fit Drew in mine. What I really wanted to do as well, Bill, is add somebody in here that was outside of the box. And with Higginbotham, it's undeniable how well he's playing.
I agree.
And he's somebody nobody thinks about. Nobody thinks about Higgy. And he shows up and he smokes people. I mean,
I cannot wait to see him play.
And I don't know where he's going next. He might be in Pennsylvania this weekend. I haven't looked.
I think he is. I think we saw that. Is he in Concord too? No, he's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, he'll be in Concord for sure. I don't know if he's in Pennsylvania, but he'll be in Concord for sure.
All right, folks, that is Locked Power Rankings Singles. If you have any disagreements, you let me know. I'll change them right now for you. Never going to happen.
All right, let's look at doubles, Bill. I mean, I don't even... The Hertz have to be first. You're going to go down? Go to... Where's
Singles? Yeah, there's... I thought it was...
There you go. You got it.
Oh, jeez. That was a misclick, and I hit it.
Now choose the doubles division. Bingo.
Doubles, right? Oh,
yes.
My gosh. Tristan and Rudy Fernandez?
They're number 1 right now. Yeah.
Sean Scott Daniel Todd?
Yeah.
Number 2? This is going to... This might take the rest of the night, folks.
Yeah. Bill, can I fill my... Oh, my gosh. I don't even know who to put in here. So this is tough. There's 2 teams in here that I think are the only people that could be in the conversation for number 1 and number 2.
What do you mean in here?
In the power rankings. And they're not on this list you're seeing here. They're not here. The Hertz are... Oh, they are here. Okay. The Hertz, are they number 1, Bill? 100%?
They're number 9. What do you mean are they number 1?
Are they number 1 power rank team in the
Are
world?
they number 1 power rank? Let's look. Major World Doubles. First, Buffalo. First, Atlantic City. Second in Spooky Nook. Who do they lose in Spooky Nook to?
Colby Baskins and Zach Dawson.
I remember, dude. Dude, they are hot
They are
right now. Yeah. Let's look at this real quick. We might be able to knock 1, 2 out right now.
I don't think there's a way you...
1 and 1.
They aren't 1 and 2.
1 and 1 right now.
They've shown up to 2
Tupelo
majors.
The
What do their
Hertz weren't
doubles
there.
look like, Bill?
So they beat the Hertz the first time this year. Regional World Doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've only played 7.
And they've won them all.
They won them all. I'm going with Colby and Zach, number 1 spot.
Number
in the
1?
Hertz, number 2.
No
They
way.
beat them this year. This is who's hot today. This is who is hot today. You could say back to back world champs, this and that, blah, blah, whatever you want to say. This is today. I didn't see the Hertz in Tupelo. I mean, what do you want? When they did play the Hertz and Spooky Nook, 400 freaking people, 200 doubles teams, who won?
I know.
I'm just saying, these kids are hot. And, maybe they fizzle out. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But today, they're hot. They're number 1.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
For me, you choose whoever you
it's
want.
so hard to argue against them when they've won the head-to-head matchup, right? And that's the thing here, is like if this was the stats, but they hadn't played. No, you should put in their Slim Reapers. That's their nickname.
I don't care about their nickname.
You should. They're your number 1 power rank team in the world. And
Slim Reapers.
like I said, if they hadn't gone, if Spooky Nook wasn't one of their wins and they haven't played the Hertz yet, this is different, right? Would you agree?
This is different. So, what you know what you really want to know what pushes me over the edge to pick these two?
Go ahead.
Is that in singles Caleb took first, in doubles, or excuse me, in Isaac took second, right?
Yeah.
That's what pushes me over to this. In doubles, they beat them there. That is first and second in singles, and they beat these two. You were talking earlier, you match up these teams that are power and this and that. Well, look, they're back-to-back-to-back world champions. I know they are a freaking power team. I know they're insane. But there's a new team out there right now.
I told them at the major, they're my new favorite team that doesn't throw CBC bags. I told them that straight up, that they are.
Isaac and Caleb did not throw bad in Spooky Nook, correct?
No, these guys are just something else.
Yeah, okay.
But they are the back to back doubles world champions, and I'm keeping them number one.
I have no
They're the
argument.
best team in the world. They are the best team in the world.
I know they are.
If they play Colby and Zach 10 times in a row, how does it go?
Where
would you put your money, though? No, I need.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I did that wrong.
I mean, where would you put your money? Do I want to see Colby and Zach be the number one team and beat them every time they show up? Maybe, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. And I'm glad they beat them once because we can have conversations like we're having right now. It's not just like, all right, it's the Hertz, and all right, how does the rest of it shake out? We're able to have this conversation because of the players Zach and Colby have become, right? And the team, the Slim Reapers. We're not seeing them have huge finishes in singles. But in doubles, they have that thing. They've got the energy. They've got the camaraderie. They've got the passion. They're fresh. They're new kids on the block.
They're new kids on the block, and they won one of the, if not the biggest major of the year when the Hertz took first and second in singles, which means they were not playing bad that day whatsoever.
They played great. I watched the game. I mean,
That's
it was
what I'm
great.
saying. I know. I was there too. I was there too. I just don't want to. Yeah. I was there.
These dudes are studs.
We just saw in Tupelo, Colby and Zach.
Yep. These dudes are studs. I don't know what else to say about them. I mean, they're great. I can't be sold on one win over the Hertz.
Over the Hertz. Yeah. I can't be sold on one win. And then he qualified that statement by saying over the Hertz.
Well, that's how my mind's working. That's exactly how it's going.
Okay. Was Tupelo a small major?
No.
Okay.
No, your singles finish. Look at Zach Dawson's singles finishes. How bad are they? No.
No, you want me to let it? Okay, no. I'll go back.
Good.
I will go back. We probably should have looked at Zach Dawson.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how good they are or not.
He says he's working on the big win in singles right now.
Yeah, and I agree. I think it's coming. You only lost to DJ Long.
Cornhole is a doubles freaking game, man.
I like what
You're
they're
tearing
doing
it
in
up.
doubles.
I
like
love
what they're doing in doubles. I'm telling you. Are you gonna type in his name?
We typing it. We in singles now?
Yeah, I already switched it all over.
Why are you stealing my mouse, dude? I feel naked. He took the mouse.
So a 5th and a 7th in bracket, but huge majors, both of them. 300
Spooky
plus,
Nook and
400 plus, right? He's going to the big stuff. He's finishing top 10.
I don't like that they're both in bracket. I don't like that. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't like that they're both.
You
in
got to
bracket.
be a top 8 player in the building, and that's why.
And everybody that we have picked has been that top 8.
Yes, 100%, at least once, but more. I mean, all of them actually have been that every time they've shown up and played.
He's working on it. Got a couple monkeys on his back to get rid of, and he's good.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a great player.
That's all it is.
He's great. Yeah. Regionals, second, first, first. I mean, first, third, fourth. I mean, playing a ton.
Yeah,
right?
Playing a lot. One was the latest one here, September to November 9th was the latest regional, taking a 9th place. Zach,
what happened there, Zach?
Zach, you're better than that. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, dude?
But like I said, like we said, he's new kid on the block. I mean, he's showing out.
Luckily, nobody could see the research that we were just doing, Zach. All right.
Now
if I pick you number 1 doubles team, you better do a little bit better than that. Let's go. All right.
Now we go to doubles, and it gets hairy for the rest of them because I don't know who to pick. There are not consistent doubles teams out here this year. We see a lot of people matching up with different players
look at the
across
top
the
couple.
board.
let's look at the top couple and then we'll move on. Okay,
Yeah.
then we'll let's see here. Major World Doubles, Tristan Rudy Fernandez, 5th, 25th, 3rd. Do you believe that they are in this spot because they actually, in this spot because they've played so many?
I don't know, but go up, Bill. Rudy, are you in the chat? You need to go, tier 2, Bill. One of these is tier 2. Okay. Cancel out. Close it. Sorry, Rudy.
You're going to cancel out the number 1 team in the world right now.
That's why it's too early.
It's tough. It is tough, folks. It is tough. Let's look at, I like this team, right? Isn't that Sean Scott?
Yeah, I want to, go down. I want to look at this team right here. No. I want to look at Ashton and Chase Hollis. I want to see if they played more than just
this is weekend. Chris Watkins and Ashton Watkins.
Yeah, we got to look for Ashton and Chase together. Because, Justin Hollis was put in here. Chase and Ashton took them to 20-21, with Chase having his worst game at Tupelo. I mean, that's significant. It is significant. They had a great game. I would have liked to see Ashton and Chase win that first game and go from there. Yeah, that's the team.
I can't even speak.
All that's in there is the major, though. I can already see it with 54 points. So they haven't played any regionals together. Just the one major.
Yeah, you can't.
It's so hard to put somebody in there when they played together one time.
Gotta kill it. Sorry, fellas.
What about Daryl and Johnny, Bill? They're right there.
This should be pretty solid.
It's not that
solid. Major
first
doubles.
at Roadhouse, so they won a major there. 4th place, that's split bracket. So 4th place overall in Spooky Nook.
Overall.
Yep. And then a 17th in Destin. And a 5th in bracket at Tupelo. Gosh.
What is this? Where
that was the one, it was split major. Buffalo and Florida, same weekend. Remember this was like a Sunday, Monday situation, Labor Day weekend?
Folks, this is tough. I need you guys to help me out. Give me some names. We got to research this because this is tough. We're talking about taking 3rd place here on the power rankings, right? 3rd place. This is very.
Other teams tough. I have written down, Bill, Parker and Jonathan, they won a major. Caleb Rogers and Riley Brewster, which they don't have great stats in here, but we know they're studs.
How many have they played this year?
Just the major this last weekend.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, then I'd rather go with Jonathan and Parker.
Type them in because I don't know what the regional situation looks like.
Jonathan and Parker?
Yeah. There they are right there.
What are you doing, Parker? You're playing with 50 million people, Parker. That's pretty solid stat.
Yeah, I have them written down too. Zach, Bryce, and Sebastian. So they've taken a 1st at a regional and 1st at a major.
That's it.
Okay, pencil them down.
That's it. Yeah. They're penciled in there.
Yeah, look at Bryce and Seabass. You got it. Top.
Dude, what was this one?
They won a major. That's all they've done. They played one major, won it. They don't play together. You can't put them in there.
Oh my gosh.
5th.
And
so that's a 5th overall and a 5th in bracket.
Those are solid stats. It's not bad, but I don't think it's number 3 in the power ranks. That's all. Look.
Are Daryl and Johnny better?
Dude, what is this? They played once and they win?
Yeah, Braden and Bryce. Yep.
Okay.
Braden and Zach Keir are going to have big finishes too. They made a top 8 in Spooky Nook, but they've only played in that one, I believe. Well, actually, because Zach didn't play in Toledo. That's why Bryce is in there. Oh, man.
Folks, help me out.
Jack and Doug are a team that I thought were going to be studs, and they haven't had the finishes I looked for. Craig and Russell, another one.
Let me look at Sean Scott, Daniel Todd.
Okay.
We at least have to do the research here. Major World Doubles, 17, 17, 25, 9, and 2. So they played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This being...
Tier 3.
Excuse me. This being the best one here.
A 9th.
Lacrosse.
9th. Can't do it.
I know Sean Scott. Sean Scott's awesome.
Great
I know
people.
Daniel
These
Todd.
are great
Daniel
people.
Todd's awesome too.
I know T. Nelly wants you to look him up because he took 3rd overall
You know what?
in a major.
You know what? T. Nelly, that was my sleeper. I cannot believe you just did that.
I've already thought
I
about
was gonna wow this guy later on by picking you guys. Tanner Neal, Trey Brown, only
Oh, they
114
took
points.
17th in Toledo. That puts them down a notch.
I think the reason they did so good in Spooky Nook is we kind of pumped them up, dude.
Everybody was pumping them up. They were fun to watch.
Bro, we had like 50 people watching one game of theirs.
Oh, that pool play game.
That was freaking
That was
awesome.
a good time.
That was a great time. Great time. That's third overall too.
Yeah, I mean, it's big.
One world doubles. Y'all need to play more. You play more, you're in the dang conversation. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
What about Gavin Lesh and Rich Jones? They won a major. What
I
else
like
they
that.
have? There they are. They got some points.
Yeah, they do.
Gavino and Pedro, too. They think they took second in Chicago. A first place and a 7th in bracket. Oh, gosh.
Tupelo, 7th, though. That's very
And they won
respectable.
lacrosse. Tough.
Folks, this is tough.
Look at our boys, Bill Delete. Now look at Jaden Gamlin, your guy right here, One Shoe J.
Yeah, I like Shoeless J.
4th in bracket, 7th in bracket, 9th. I just can't put them in the top 5 conference. I like them. I freaking like the guys. I think they throw gas. They made a great run at Worlds, I remember, but
Look. World doubles one. I mean, they're almost max. They're almost
They're
max.
max, I think. I mean, maybe it's got to be close.
No, they're close.
Yeah. On regionals.
Solid. I like those guys a lot, too.
Bill, give me Daryl and Johnny. Power rank number 3. That's who I'm taking. They won a major. 4th in bracket.
3, 4. 4 majors. The one that they won was Roadhouse. Small, but that was overall every bracket. Yeah. And here's another one, Spooky Nook, 4th overall.
Big major. 17th at a smaller major.
And then Tupelo 5th
in bracket.
It's a solid. It's solid.
They're good.
Yeah, I agree.
They're a good team. That's who I'm going to take, though. Daryl and Johnny in my number 3 spot. Power rankings doubles.
Can we come up with a nickname for them?
No.
How about Dirty South?
How about Metamucil? Oh, no, you don't want to play nicknames?
I don't know what you're talking about. J-O-8? Wait. How do
you got it right. You have it right. You usually spell it wrong.
Yeah, will you stop? I hate copying you, but I feel like we're kind of doing this together. So I'm going to take that too. Because I think it's a great team. You know who we haven't looked up? Never mind, folks. Never mind. I'm not copying.
Who you got?
Okay.
I already looked them up before I came over.
Jack Hargrove, Douglas Barker, doubles main. 13th is Spooky Nook in bracket. I don't like it.
I'm sorry, Daryl.
What?
Because I said Metamucil.
Metamucil. Jack. Oh, look, he wasn't talking about you. Johnny is not one of the peppy ones you are.
They're both peppy.
Yeah, I know. You guys are both peppy. That's why you're so dang
I love those dudes.
Doubles main, 49th bracket.
And they lost to Parker and John here. So if you're going to even think about putting them in there, you have to put Parker and John in.
I had to look at it, but the regionals are so good on. I just had to look at it. Let me look at one more. Where's Brewster?
Right there. 4th overall at Tupelo.
I can't base my decision off that. I agree with you.
Okay. My 4th place spot's going to be Seabass and Bryce.
This is tough. You're taking...
We need... we need more... You guys to play more tournaments, all right? You're not playing enough.
What's your 5th?
Gosh. Can I look at Russell and Craig? Like, I want this team to be good. I just haven't... I don't know if they're doing it. 2nd, 7th. Keep going down. fifth.
It's all bracket.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I put them in there when you have people that have won majors. You know,
Who else do you put in here? Who? Let me look. Oh wait, we haven't seen Kim and Chad. They've won.
Yeah,
one.
right there.
They've won one.
Right there.
Co-ed.
They have great. Oh, it's co-ed.
Doubles right here.
I was like,
great
geez,
finish.
what
Let's
happened
go,
there?
Kim and Chad. Okay, 5th at Legends, 7th, 2nd, 1st, overall first, so 5.
Yeah.
9 and 9. Buffalo and Lubbock.
They've got a good argument.
A lot of majors,
Yeah,
but
6 of them.
all in the top 10.
All
Every
top
single
10.
one.
What are the big ones? Atlantic City, 7th. That's the biggest one.
No, Tupelo's not loaded. Oh, wait, they didn't play together.
He played with
Yeah.
Jonathan.
It's tough.
And Spooky Nook, she played with Kelsey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going. Oh God, look at Braden and Zach here. Hello.
What are you saying hello for him right here?
5th and a 5th at a regional. Okay, close them out. They're disappointing me.
I was about to say trash. I'm just joking. I'm joking, guys.
Okay.
Let's just look one more. One more going through here. Bryce King, Timmy Key, you want to look at this?
Yeah.
I mean, they're pretty high right now.
13, 13, 17. Close it.
13, 13, 17, all in bracket. Okay, all right. Danny Wellman and Higginbotham. Let's look at that. Hey, Princeton, West Virginia.
They won the whole thing?
33rd, though, and then a 35th. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my God.
Folks, I don't know. I'm stuck here.
I'm sticking with 4. I'm not doing a number 5. Now give me Gavin and Rich. Gavin Lesh and Rich Jones.
Okay.
Missouri.
Folks, you're going to be pissed at me. Gavin and Rich.
Yep.
We're locked in.
You're
That's
done?
it.
You're not doing 4 and 5?
I don't have a 4 and 5.
Okay.
I got to wait 3 more months.
I agree with you. And like I said, we're
I
going
can't
to
do it.
revisit this pretty much after Clarksville. Clarksville will round out February, and we'll probably revisit this around March. So we might actually only do this 3 times.
There are a lot of teams that I like. A lot of them.
Yeah.
But there's nobody that's just like stand out 4th and
Like I said,
5th.
I mean, the Hertz and Zach and Colby. I mean, they're up there, 100%.
100%.
Can't argue
They're
it.
all no. There's no argument over those teams, especially if we're going off who is hot right now. You can't argue that. Slim Reapers, I would say, is hot right now more than the Hertz. You can say, hey, for the past 3 years, the Hertz have been doubles world champions, this and that. I'm not talking about the past 3 years. I'm talking about who is hot
Well,
today.
I could say the Hertz, too, have 3 major wins, and Slim Reapers have 2.
How many majors have
Well,
the
no, they
Hertz?
have 2 wins and a 2nd place.
How many majors have the Hertz gone to?
3.
You said that they had 3 wins.
I just corrected it.
Oh, they've gone to 3.
2 wins and a 2nd to Zach and Colby. That's it. I mean,
Exactly.
I got it. That's power.
I don't know,
rankings,
folks. That's
Like
power
I said,
rankings.
We will read.
I know that was a long one here. I know it was, and I'm sorry for making it a long one. This is tough. This is what we go through every time. Now, next time we can have our power rankings preloaded. It's really up to you guys. We don't have to take this long on it, but we go through and we try to sift through.
I really like
and
showing
find those
you
standouts.
guys what we're looking at, how to navigate, and if you guys don't know how to get to what we're looking at on your computer, AmericanCornhole.com/standings, where you'll find everything we're doing here, or you could log into your phone and go to Cornholio Seasons. Yeah, the cloak of invisibility. But Cornholio Seasons also in the Cornholio app, and you can find all this stuff.
Right.
If you need help navigating it, send us a message. No big deal. But we like to show everybody like what this looks like, how the season works, and doing this in like these segments that we're doing is going to show you how these points progress. The people you see in the top 25 right here, I'm going to tell you that 75% of them will not finish in, and probably more, will not finish in your Top Gun 20 teams.
Right.
They're in here because they're playing a lot of regionals. The beginning of the season rankings is about activity. How active are
That's
you?
why we had to wait 3 months to be able to do this. We love power rankings. I'd like to do power rankings every week, but there's no way. You know, everybody doesn't show up to every major and stuff like that. It is what it is on stuff
With
like
something
this.
like baseball or basketball where they're playing 5 games a week or something like that, you're able to kind of move and shift things around. With this, like I said, once every 3 months gives you a roundabout for everybody in different locations to hit different stuff.
One more thing on that is I have a 4 and 5 in my mind. I'm not picking it because it's not shown yet. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just want to put it up there and be like, well, last year they played blah, blah, blah. This is who's hot today. And if I don't think there's a 4th and a 5th hot today, that's why I'm not picking it.
Yeah.
But I have people in my mind. I know by the end of the season that, you know, they're going to be hot. And that's that.
I agree. But, hey, thank you guys. Great segment. Next week, I mean, I don't know what we're doing next week. We're going to try to get a shot show together for you guys, maybe.
We?
Oh, yeah.
Dylan means that I'm going to do the shot show and Dylan's going to approve of it later.
I might pick the music.
You know what, folks? The only thing I want Dylan to do is pick the music.
That's
That's
the
it.
hardest part. All right, folks. Hey, I appreciate you. Thanks you for popping into the CBC Down and Back podcast. This is CBC Faith Family 4-Baggers.
Out.